Hi, everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about energy healing, and specifically the type of energy healing that I do, because that's obviously the one that I'm the most knowledgeable in. So I've been investigating for a while, and I generally try to come from a place of science. I'm like a pretty big skeptic at heart, which makes me not super popular amongst a lot of paranormal investigators. But I always want to find the logical explanation. If you rule everything out and you end up with something that you really, really can't explain, it's much more compelling, I think. So, but I do try to keep an open mind. So, doing that, I decided that I would take an energy healing class to see what it was about so that I could learn, so I would know. I think having as much knowledge as possible is important, especially when you're dealing with different clients. So it's kind of surprising, I guess, that I'm a skeptic when I'm like so into crystals and sage and energy and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where I was at. So I did some research and I looked into like several different classes, and I ended up settling on angelic healing. And the reason that I did that was because when I was looking at the classes and I was reading what they were about, it really spoke to me as a person that doesn't have like one set spiritual belief system. They tell you that your angels are there always. They're there to help you, whether you believe in them or not. And if you ask them for help, they will. And they don't require that you take a leap of faith or stop doing something that you're doing or follow like one set religion. It just is what it is. They're there to help no matter what. So I thought that was really cool. So I decided to take the class, and I took the basic angelic healing certification class. I finished it. I loved it. So I went on to the advanced class, finished it. So I have my advanced angelic healing certification. And then I went on to do the teaching course. So I can actually like teach other people how to do angelic healing, but I haven't done that yet, and I don't really plan to. But I really wanted to do it just to kind of complete the courses that were offered on this. So essentially, what angelic healing is it's a type of energy healing where you call on angels to help with different things, and I get how crazy that might sound to some people, because I thought it was a little bit crazy too. But to me, if you look at it as everything coming from energy, it seems a bit less crazy. So essentially, when I do a healing, I do all of my angelic healings through distance. So I don't, I find it easier to connect with spirit through distance. In person, it's a little bit more difficult for me. So usually I will set up a time to do a healing, and I have a quiet space, and I go into basically a meditative state, and in that space that I go to, it's like a room. And I think if you have any experience with meditation, you might have done something similar where you visualize yourself in a specific place on the beach or in some place that you love. Well, I visualize myself in a completely empty room with like meditation cushions on the floor. I need the space to be empty because I am calling in a lot of energy, so I need the room. That's how I visualize it. So essentially, when I have a client, I get into my meditative space, and then I call their spirit energy into that space with me. So for my clients, sometimes they will feel a little bit lightheaded or tired, not totally with it, dizzy. So usually I ask them to use that time to like sit quietly, read a book, take a nap even. But yeah, once I've called their spirit energy into my space, I then invite their guides and their angel guides to come, and I see what's going on with them. And I love meeting people's guides because they're always different. And some people have more than one, some people have just one. I have not seen more than three, but I have seen three, which was like weird to me, but really cool. And then, so once you have that person's spirit energy and their guides there with you, then you can start calling in the angels, and different angels help with different things. So without like going through a list of all of the angels that you can call, I'll just pick Michael, because most people know him, and he's the one that you call when you're like going into battle. He's um, the angel that's supposed to protect our police and military and stuff like that. So if a person is having a hard time and they're going through something where they need to be strong, they need strength, they might need to fight court cases or illnesses, stuff like that, then I would call Saint Michael with other angels to help with different things, but I would call him to come. And you're basically sending this strength, this powerful energy to give a person the strength to feel like they can go on, to feel like they can face whatever is coming at them, that they're going to be fine. So after I call the angels and for like different specific things, then I usually will send them to the person, and then I talk to the guides, or I will try and connect with loved ones that have passed. And usually I'm able to, and I have received some incredible messages from people. And the first energy healing that I did was for this wonderful woman who had just had a friend pass away, and I did not ever see her friend. I didn't know who she was, but I saw her when I did her healing, and I described her to this woman, and she sent me a picture, and it was the woman that had passed away. She came and she wanted to say thank you to her friend, and it was like truly amazing for me. It completely blew my mind. And since then, it gave me a lot of faith in myself with doing these healings. So I've been doing them since then, and I've done several. And each time I get little messages, and my clients generally seem to feel better after when the healing is done, and I send I send everything back where it belongs. So when you get a healing from me and I call your spirit energy to me, I do send it back to you. So you get it back. And then I ground you, and I ground myself. And people seem to feel very at peace and at ease and calm. And that's kind of what made me want to keep doing it. So I learned about it to just gain information, and I started doing it with a little bit of hope that I could help a friend that was in pain, and I continue doing it because it really seems to help people, and that's why we're here on this earth, is to help each other, to spread love and kindness, and kind of help each other along with this human experience that we're all going through. So yeah, that's kind of what an angelic healing is for me in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm not offended by people that don't believe in energy healing. I'm not offended if you think it's insane, if you don't believe in angels. None of it bothers me. I totally get how it sounds to some people. And from my skeptical perspective, if I was on the outside looking in, I'd be like, wow, that's a little nutty. But in my experience, this type of healing works and it helps people, and that's why I'm talking about it right now, and that's why I do it. And so yeah, I guess personal experience, even if you don't have data or evidence to back it up, really means a lot in things like this. So let me know if you have any questions or you want more information about angelic healing. I will try and do some more videos on some other types of energy healings like Reiki, and like crystal healing. I've taken a course to do crystal healing as well, but it didn't resonate with me as much. So, but I do have the information about it, so I can share if anybody is interested. And if you've ever had an energy healing that helped you or caused you to have like some kind of interesting experience, let me know, because I love to hear about other people's stories and what they've gone through. And yeah, I hope that this has been helpful, and I hope that maybe if you didn't know about angelic healing before, or like about energy healing, maybe you'll look into it and see what it's all about and gain some new cool information. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you next time with a different topic. I'm thinking tarot cards, so that will be cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.